You can call it God, you can call it the nature, you can call it the universe, no matter what. This force, this power does not make mistakes. God is not putting you in this earth incomplete. Why would he do that? What he's putting on the earth is existence. He's granting us existence.
Yeah.
And afterwards, it starts that we have concepts. We start thinking. We start having ideas about how this life is supposed to be. If you're not successful, it's not a life. If you don't have many cars, it's not a life. If you don't have many friends, it's not a life. Well, no, this is all human ideas. You came to the earth right from the beginning. You have been complete. I would say it's just guiding to rethink. So what is the next way of what can people do? Rethink your life. Look at how is your life looking at the moment? How did you spend the last 5 years, 10 years? And then also, do you maybe see some patterns in your life? I tell you one pattern. Everybody has. I had it too. We all have it because it's normal. There was a time we didn't even have any mobile phone. Then like the first Nokias came out.
Yeah.
In different type of shapes and forms. And okay, eventually you even got one. We're happy about it. Then the next generation of phones came out. And this one was, okay, it's old already. And you wanted the next one. So then you got the iPhone. Then you got the iPad. Then you got the MacBook Pro. Then you got your hi-fi station. Then you got the big TV screen. Then the first car you had was a Volkswagen. Then afterwards you had a BMW. Meanwhile, you can afford like a Mercedes. A Porsche is also on top. A Lamborghini is on top. Yeah, a Bugatti is on top. But there is a pattern behind there. Whenever you get what you want, you will realize that's not it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question is, when do you start to realize the pattern that running after desires is not going to fulfill your desire?
I know that. I feel that, but I still run after desires. I have like desires and I want to have a Porsche. I want to have a bigger house. I know this won't fulfill me, but I feel this world I live in is like screaming at us that this is the only way. The world right now is so good on comparing us, right? I mean, maybe 20 years ago, we didn't have social media. You don't know how many friends have each one. Now you can see, you go on social media, you see how many followers you have. Like it becomes the competition that I feel is sucking all the energy from us and getting us apart from that that human being that you become when you're born and when you're complete. So I feel like we are in a loop that is sucking this energy from us. How can you get out without losing your purpose in life, let's say?
This is where it comes from. What you need is realization. What you need is wake up. This is where all these terms are coming from. And also really important, followers are not friends. Followers are followers. They follow you as long as the image that you represent fits to some way of thinking of the ones that follow you. Yeah. I wouldn't give anything about followers. There is a circle of very, very close friends of life, and they don't care if there are ups and downs. These are the ones who stay on their side. So this is like the other truth. So quantity itself determines nothing. It only determines and is a proof maybe that at the moment, the way of what you are sharing with the world, many people are resonating with it, which is a good thing. Then at the same time also to take that misunderstanding away. I grant you the Porsche, I grant you a big house, yeah. It's all nice, and I mean, if you can afford it, It's absolutely something. I mean, why not? The German technology and possibilities that meanwhile is able to do is like pretty awesome. The only thing is, ask yourself, your satisfaction about life, is it based on a condition or not? Because this is what now I would see right now. Everything that at the moment you want to have, you say you know already, but what I'm saying is, always when you say, I need this in order to feel complete, I want this in order to feel complete, then it means your life, your satisfaction about life is based on conditions. As long as I have many followers, I'm happy. As long as I have a family, I'm happy. As long as I have the car and the big house, I'm happy. The fact is, you do not have a guarantee. You do not have a security that at any point in time, you're gonna lose these things. First of all, latest, when the body falls apart, you're gonna lose them anyway. But even before that, just look out in the world when we had, for example, the restrictions coming because of the COVID.
Yeah.
What can you do as an individual if the government decides, finished? No more podcast, no more going out, no more meeting friends, stay at home.
Yeah.
And you had a lifestyle, every day you go out meeting friends, every day you drive around, every day you are outside. But now, because of whatever, you are forced to stay in that restriction. What is going to happen to your life satisfaction? The more you were, the more it was based on the condition of life needs to look like this. The more we will suffer.
That's probably one of the reasons why a lot of people develop depression, right, during the lockdown.
I think it goes both ways. Many developed depression and many started waking up, realizing I cannot base my life on circumstances where I don't have influence on. And this is exactly what this life is about. Don't base your life satisfaction on circumstances where you have no influence on. If you have, well, then change them in the way that serve you. But there are many things we don't have. And to already right now, like realizing I cannot, as a small citizen, I do have no influence on whatever the politicians are going to throw out there. No way. And then it starts that you are realizing your life is in your hands. Your responsibility is make sure that inside you're always full, or that you're feeling full. No matter what happens on the outside, nobody can take something away from you. Because the gift that has been given to you is the existence, is this lifetime in the first place. We already have been given the greatest gift of everything, existence. Now, don't let anybody interfere trying to take that away from you. So that means don't outsource the power of having your hands, of having your life in your own hands. Don't outsource this to external circumstances. Don't outsource it to the amount of messages you receive per day. Don't outsource it to the number of followers. Don't outsource it to how big the apartment is, how many cars you have. If you can afford it, do it. Just don't make that emotional and mental attachment. This is the part. It's not about how many cars you have. You can have a whole garage full with all the luxury cars. That's not a problem. The problem is how much are you identified with your possessions. The identification is the problem. To have a garage full and just use them and enjoy them, and when you drive and the weather is nice, then it's really nice. But then you put it back into the garage, you go eat your meal, and while you're eating, the car is gone. You're not thinking about the car anymore. It's gone. It's standing in the garage. Finished. Now you just enjoy the meal. Attachment is the problem.